Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, it's Phathead. Welcome to Wednesday. We're 1 week away from the Country Fair Hump Day Hoedown Dublin Deck. We kick off summer next week at Dublin Deck, River Avenue in Patchogue. Cannot wait. 7 days away. Today, weather-wise, not bad. We get sun, then we get clouds. We're about 60 for the high. It's really not a bad day. We get some rain late night tonight, mostly while you're sleeping. Tomorrow morning, you will wake up to rain. Looks like it clears by the afternoon, so not terrible. Also, it'll be close to 60 tomorrow as well. So, yeah, it's not a washout by any means. All right, we got plenty more to do this morning. A reminder, our big July 3rd Freedom Fest, which is free. You just got to have a ticket. Our next chance is a week from today. Dublin Deck, we will have a stack of them on our wheel of prizes. Chance to win some Freedom Fest tickets. We're going to have a bunch of them to give away every Wednesday at Dublin Deck. And we got some ticket blitzes to announce coming up soon as well. But your next chance this coming Wednesday, a week from today, at Dublin Deck for the Hump Day Hoedown. Cannot wait. Mechanical Bull every week, by the way. That'll be exciting. Can't wait to see people fly off that thing. Good times, for sure. All right, so here's a list. Promised you this. Here's a list going viral of people confessing things they didn't realize till later in life. And yes, I will make fun of most people for these things, although one of them, I fall into a category here on one of them by not realizing what it was till actually right now, and I do feel like an idiot. All right, so let's go through this. A couple of things on the list. These are all viral from a thread that went viral about people confessing things they learned later in life. Like, quote, I thought the person who read the disclaimer during commercials, who talked really, really fast, was really talking fast. I didn't realize they sped the audio up. Well, then I don't want to call anybody an idiot, but there's very few people who can talk that fast. Here's one, something somebody learned late in life. I thought the McGraw-Hill textbooks were made by Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Never in my life did I think that. But I will also say, I grew up in New York. I grew up in the Northeast. Maybe if you're from Tennessee, you might have thought that's a possibility. I get that. If you're a huge country fan, maybe you went to school down south and you saw the McGraw-Hill textbooks, I'll give you a little pass on that one. I thought Elton John was blind because of those wild sunglasses. Not the craziest thing to think growing up. He actually had or has an eye problem now, was losing his eyesight for a while. I hope it got better. But yeah, a little crazy to think that. That was never, ever thought of or discussed with Elton John, but I could see how the crazy glasses can make you think that. I thought Mount Rushmore faces occurred naturally. I can't take this seriously. Somebody on this list, somebody who was polled here, thought the Mount Rushmore faces occurred naturally by coincidence. And they admitted that. I don't know who the person is, but they admitted that. I'm sorry, you know what? Again, I don't like to call people stupid or, you don't like to call people names. That person's an idiot. That's ridiculous. Another thing somebody learned late in life that they are embarrassed to admit, I thought Jimmy Buffett and Warren Buffett were the same person, and he just got really rich off the Margarita song. That's pretty funny, actually. It's better than the Mount Rushmore thing. Definitely better than the Mount Rushmore thing. Still absurd, but definitely better. I thought every song played on the radio was being played live at the radio station. That's, you know what? That person, whoever that is, they shouldn't be allowed out in society. They should not be allowed to drive a car or do anything really crazy. Two more for you. The last one I'm saving for last because I actually never thought about it till now, and I'm embarrassed to admit it. I just learned it now. So here's the second to last one. I'm afraid I still don't know what RSVP means. Respond soon, very important. That's what the person thinks. I mean, it's obviously, look, it's a French phrase. You should know this. Respondez s'il vous plaît. Respondez s'il vous plaît, RSVP, which translates to respond if it pleases you or please respond. This person thought RSVP stood for respond soon, very important. We'll move on from that one. Last one, and I'm ashamed to admit this, but maybe I'm just looking for the silver lining in life. You know the Little Piggy song? This little piggy went to market, this little piggy stayed home. Okay. The little piggy who went to market wasn't going grocery shopping. Now, all these years, I thought the little piggy went, I envisioned a pig walking on two legs, holding a little basket, throwing their produce in there and their bread and getting, going to the deli counter. And the piggy went to market. The piggy went, right, because, you know what, the little piggy went to market. One little piggy stayed home. Then the third piggy had roast beef. I thought the first piggy who went to market was getting roast beef. I'm not kidding. Was getting the roast beef for the third little piggy who had roast beef at home. Apparently, the little piggy who went to market was not grocery shopping, was not alive, actually. Went to market to be sold, and we'll leave it at that. I learned that is not the case today. They did not go grocery shopping. We've got plenty more to do. We've got your Bald and the Beautiful Entertainment up at about 8:12. National Days, good news stories, late 8 o'clock hour. And not bad, about 60, some sun, then some clouds, rain overnight. And tomorrow afternoon should clear out. My Country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.